A new tax incentive for businesses and workers could bring relief for many of the more than 44 million Americans saddled with student debt. Collectively, they owe more than $1.5 trillion, a truly crushing amount of money. Ed O'Keefe is on Capitol Hill with a proposal that is finding support from both parties. We don't hear that much these days. Ed, good morning. What do you have for us?
Good morning, Tony. The idea is to allow companies to provide tax-free student loan relief to workers that are paying off student loan debt. It's supported by hundreds of Democrats and Republicans up here, but like most things, it's being held up by politics. That means that recent college grads looking for help and the companies willing to provide relief are going to have to wait a little longer. 24-year-old Juan Navarro works in the corporate offices of Fairway, a chain of grocery stores based in Iowa. He has more than $19,000 left to pay on his student loans.
I didn't really grasp until my junior year of college when I said, wow, I'm going to be graduating next year and I'm going to have all this debt.
Navarro is paying down his debt with the help of Fairway. The company is giving him roughly $5,000 to help erase his student loans.
With this benefit now, I'm able to save money on interest and also to get rid of my student loan debt quicker.
But the benefit is taxed, so Fairway and Navarro are waiting for Congress to sweeten the deal. Currently, a company can contribute up to $5,250 tax-free each year for tuition assistance, helping workers who are attending classes while on the job. But no such tax break exists to help workers who are paying off student loans on degrees they've already earned. A bill working its way through Congress would let companies do just that. Neither the company nor the employee would pay any tax on the money. So far, companies like Starbucks, Verizon, and Hewlett-Packard support the legislation. The athletic company New Balance said in a statement that if the bill passes, the company will introduce a student loan repayment benefit. All we are waiting for is federal legislation.
This gives a win for the student and a win for the employer.
Democratic Senator Mark Warner and Republican John Thune are lead sponsors of the bill that would provide the tax break.
So many students who go to our best colleges and universities work really hard to get a degree, and then they come out and trade in their cap and gown for a mountain of debt and uncertainty.
The idea is backed by more than 24 other senators and more than 140 members of the House. But in the Senate, it'll need to pass as part of a larger tax bill that's yet to be introduced. Some critics warn that while popular, the incentive would encourage more borrowing and higher education costs.
In the long run, the worst thing we could do is say even more to students, someone else is going to pay that debt, not you.
Why not focus instead on compelling or forcing colleges and universities to just charge less?
I think that's got to be part of the solution.
It's not going to solve every problem, as Mark pointed out, but we think it's realistic. We think it's something that could pass.
Even in a place as dysfunctional as Washington, this one should be a no-brainer.
Navarro says the repayment benefit he's already receiving has changed his life.
I'm a little less stressed, a little more excited for my future, what it can hold, as far as I will be out of debt sooner.
Late last night, we got word that this legislation has support from Ivanka Trump, someone known to have a little sway with her father. She said in a statement to CBS News that she and her team believe this legislation will have a transformative effect on students entering the workforce, as well as workers seeking to advance their careers. We hope that Congress can set its differences aside and provide solutions. Anthony?
So, Ed, if there's support from the White House now, what exactly is the holdup?
Well, like we said there, and this is a tricky thing, it has to be part of a broader piece of legislation that deals with some changes to tax law. There is one in the works. We'll see exactly when later this year it gets passed. But, you know, this is a good sign. There are some proposals from presidential candidates to basically relieve all student debt. I think this is a signal from both parties, at least in Congress, that this might be a more realistic first step.
It's nice they can agree on something, Ed. Thank you.